Saying I love you or wishing someone congratulations are the kind of feelings and moments in our life that make it all worthwhile and something we cherish forever. Celebrating how we feel and expressing those emotions in a beautiful, sophisticated way is why we created the Glimmer hot foil system. It is a quick and easy way to say just the right thing in just the right way with the beauty and passion we intend. Let me show you why I love this new Spellbinders product and how it works. Our Glimmer hot foil system is available in different versions depending on where in the world you are. Here I have the 230 volt European version. This one works for the UK as well. There's also a version for the United States. Each version has been specifically designed to work where you are, and you don't need to get any additional adapters or anything like that. So this is the box that the machine comes in. You have some information on the outside of the box, along with some beautiful foiling and some pretty project examples on the back of the box. To open up the box, just use the flap on the front. You will have a set of instructions included in your box, as well as a free die and a set of foils to get you started. Let's take the machine out of the box and remove the corrugated pieces that protect it. The first part is the hot plate itself. You'll need to take it out of the plastic bag to use it. Let's take a closer look at it. So this is the area that heats up, the silicone base. It has labels on it saying caution, hot surface, avoid contact, and not intended for die cutting, because you don't want to die cut with it. You also have another caution hot label on the silicone base itself. Now this plate will not burn you, but it does get pretty hot, so you'll want to be careful when using it. This is the docking station. It's the base that the hot plate goes into to heat up. And you can see everything just slides right in. With our machine, you will also receive a few accessories to help you make foiling an easy and enjoyable task. You get a power cord, and like I mentioned before, there are different versions of this machine, and they will all have different power cords to work in your part of the world. When you order a European version of the machine, you get 2 different cords, each with a different plug, a European Union version and a UK version. When you order a US version of the machine, you get a US cord. Regardless of where you are, you will plug your cord into the base like so. You plug the other end into the wall, and this is your main power button. If you happen to forget to turn it off, it does shut off automatically after a period of time, so you don't have to worry about that. But also, this is not something you want to do all the time, so it's best to turn it off when not in use. The other accessories that come with the machine are the thin shim. You'll notice that this one has some milky color to it. The plate in your machine will be labeled saying Spellbinders Thin Shim, so it will be easy to identify it. There's also an acrylic spacer shim, and it's this clear plate here. These are the 2 plates that you will need to use depending on what material you're hot foiling. Another accessory is the silicone cooling pad, and it is just that. You set it off to the side, and when you're done foiling, you can put your hot die on it to give it some time to cool. It takes about 5 minutes for the dies to cool down. You will also receive 2 rolls of foil that come with the machine. It's a rose gold and a silver. And those are 5 inches wide by 15 feet long, so there's lots of foil to play with. Finally, you get tweezers with your machine, and these are designed to help you pick up the die or other elements and not burn your fingers. There's actually a magnet embedded in the tweezers so that you can easily pick up the die and move it onto the cooling pad without even touching it. These are a little bit hard to get used to. When you have the die there, you can either stand your tweezers right up or pull them away from the die. Now let's talk about how to foil using our Glimmer hot foil system. First, you want to plug it in and turn the main power switch. While the machine is heating up, go ahead and pick the hot foil plate and the foil you'd like to foil with. Remember to cut your foil just slightly larger than the hot foil plate to avoid overfoiling. Once the second platform-ready light turns green, go ahead and press the timer button. Next, place your hot foil plate on the platform and give it time to heat up. It takes a little over a minute. Once the timer light stops flashing and turns solid green, place the foil on the hot foil plate. Make sure to place it shiny or correct side down. Place your paper or other medium on top. Cover with the correct shims, depending on what kind of material you're foiling. You can find proper shim information on page 4 of your instructions manual. Remove the platform from the docking station and send through your die-cutting machine to foil. Make sure to slowly roll the handle of the machine for the best foil transfer. Place the platform back into the docking station to make sure it remains hot for your next hot foiling project. Remove the shims, peel the foil, and enjoy your beautifully foiled piece. Now let's talk about different techniques you can do using your Glimmer hot foil machine and Glimmer plates. Technique number 1. Use Glimmer plates as stamps. Simply apply ink to the Glimmer plate as you would to the stamp. I like to place a piece of printer paper on my hot plate to protect it from the ink. Notice that my plate is not plugged in. You don't need to use heat for this technique. Take one of your Glimmer plates and place it onto the plate as you would for foiling. Next, apply ink. There are several ways how this can be done. You can ink up the Glimmer plate using your ink pad directly by gently tapping on the plate with your ink pad, or by using our tool-in-one and a brayer attachment to pick up the ink and equally apply it onto the Glimmer plate. Experiment with the different kinds of inks to get great results. We find that using pigment or hybrid inks will give you the best stamped or letterpress results possible. Once your Glimmer plate has been inked up, cover it with a piece of paper that you'd like to stamp on. Place the thin shim and acrylic spacer on top and slowly send through your Platinum or Platinum 6 die-cutting and embossing machine to stamp. Take it out of the machine and enjoy the result. If your Glimmer plate has a coordinating die, you can use it to cut your stamped design out. Use coordinating die as you would any other die in your die-cutting machine. And remember, no heating is necessary for stamping with your Glimmer plates. Technique number 2. Use the hot foil plates as an embossing folder. Just like with any die, you can dry emboss with our hot foil plates. I like to lightly spritz my cardstock before embossing to prevent it from cracking. You can lightly spritz it on both sides. Place your Glimmer plate on the hot foil plate and place the paper on top. Next, you'll need to cover this with a brown embossing mat that comes with your Platinum or Platinum 6 die-cutting and embossing machine. This mat is not included with the Glimmer hot foil machine. And finish the sandwich by placing the acrylic spacer on top. Again, you don't need the heat in order for this technique to work, so simply take the hot foil plate out of the docking station and send it through your Platinum or Platinum 6 die-cutting machine and emboss. Enjoy the beautiful dry emboss result on your paper. We recommend using 80-pound or thicker cardstock for best results. Technique number 3. Die cut your hot foil creations. You can die cut your foil pieces using a coordinating die. Some of our hot foil plates have coordinating dies, and this will allow you to cut your foil design out. Place your coordinating etched die on top. Use low-tech tape to secure it in place, and send through the die-cutting machine as you would any other thin die. Technique number 4. Ink or stamp over your hot foil. Foil is an ink-resistant material, so feel free to ink and stamp your foil creations while leaving the foil intact and not covered. For example, you can ink up a background stamp using a non-permanent ink and stamp this design over your already foiled piece for some beautiful added interest.